pretty freaking sad to see that, you know, a week away, we only have 3 matches. And people don't really get the scope of that, so maybe I should break it down for you. We are 1 week away from WWE's top 4 pay-per-views. One of the top 4 pay-per-views. WWE Survivor Series. That's had such a big play on history with the WWE. And we only have 3 matches. For a B pay-per-view, 3 matches is terrible. But 3 matches for Survivor Series? Survivor Series! Well, it looks like I got my answer, huh, ladies and gentlemen? The clip you just saw was the video I made this morning, where I asked you guys if you would pay $50 to watch Survivor Series as of that moment. Because at that moment, when I did the video, we only had 3 matches. It was the World Title match, the WWE Title match, and the Tag Team match. Now, at the end of Raw, we have 6 matches announced, as I expected WWE to do, make 6 matches on Raw. And you know what? It's not a bad card. The matches now, with the matches I said before, the World Title match, which is John Cena versus Del Rio, the WWE Title match, Big Show versus Randy Orton, the tag match, which is still Daniel Bryan and the Wyatt family. Yeah, we didn't get the 12-man Survivor Series match, but we got the tag match tonight on Raw. So, that match, Wyatt and Daniel Bryan. Then we got the 5-man? Is it 5 or 4? It's 5. It's the Usos, Cody Rhodes, and Goldust, and the returning Rey Mysterio taking on the Shield and the Real Americans. I'm looking forward to that match. That should be pretty awesome. And then a 7-on-7 Divas match. It's Total Divas versus the other Divas, or the WWE Divas. So, tell me down below, if now would you pay your money to see Survivor Series for $50? First time watching me, click that subscribe button down there, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, check out my second channel for tributes and mashups, check out Wrestling Paradise, everything down below in the description box, as well as my WWE mashups on the WWE Fan Nation channel. So we kick off the show with Triple H, Stephanie McMahon returning from their vacation. And before they can come out and talk, Randy Orton hits the stage and is complaining about, where were you last week? They treated me horribly. I shouldn't be treated like this. I'm the WWE champion. I'm the face, and I should be treated better than this. And, you know, going on his tirade and complaining. Then we get Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox coming out. And Brad Maddox makes this awesome line that I thought was pretty cool. He pretty much tells Triple H, listen, as a man, I'll admit, last week was bad, but it's all Vicky Guerrero's fault. He just threw Vicky Guerrero under the bus. That was a pretty sly way to do it. But, pretty much, last week was a mess because there were 2 mini cooks in the kitchen, and Triple H decided to punish both Brad Maddox and Vicky Guerrero. Brad Maddox was first. He got a match against Randy Orton. And then Vicky Guerrero got a match with AJ Lee later on in the night. But first match was Brad Maddox and Randy Orton. I like this match because it was short, it was sweet. By the way, it was no disqualification. Brad Maddox actually put up a fight against Randy Orton. He got a couple of hits in there, beat him up with a microphone, and hit him with a steel chair. But then Randy Orton came back and beat him up some. And next thing you know, he's on the floor, beating Brad Maddox to death with a microphone in his face. Yep, and the referee had to stop the match. Anyways, like I said before, guys, Brad Maddox being inside the ring is much better for him than him being a backstage personality. This is where he needs to be. People forget that Brad Maddox was a wrestler first, before he was a personality. He needs to stay a wrestler, personally. We got the IC Championship match between Biggie Langston and Curtis Axel. The match was decent. I enjoyed it. Biggie Langston won, which I'm happy with. I think Biggie Langston will be a better IC champion than Curtis Axel right now, especially since Paul Heyman has left Curtis Axel. I think putting it on Biggie Langston was the best decision. Now, I am going to say this. If we're going to make Biggie Langston the next babyface champion of the WWE, we have to do 2 things. Number 1, give him the 5-count gimmick. The 5-count gimmick, once again, is Biggie Langston going out and telling the audience, from now on, I don't want to beat people by 3 counts. I want to beat my opponents by 5 counts. I'm going to give every single opponent a leverage over me. You had to beat me by 3 counts, but I get to beat you by 5 counts. That will prove to the WWE audience that he means business, that he's hungry, and that he is determined to be the best wrestler in the company. He will get over big time with that. That's number 1. Number 2, get a new finisher. If he wants to keep the big end, fine. Keep it. But get a new finisher. Get something more devastating than that. I'm just not a fan of it. That's just my big issue with Big E Langston and his microphone skills, but that's okay. But the finisher overall is like, it's just not very good for him. He needs a better finisher than that. Other than that, I don't mind him being my champion, my IC champion especially. So yes, give him the 5 count gimmick, and I think he'll be good and change his finisher. Then we got a Divas musical chairs segment. Yeah, you heard me right. A Divas musical chairs segment. They were in there playing musical chairs. It was stupid. Michael Cole and JBL were unbearable on commentary. Pretty much it ends with the Divas brawling. And that's how we set up the 7-on-7 Divas match. Pretty much it's the Total Divas versus AJ Lee and some other divas, including Caitlyn. Caitlyn is returning this Sunday, and she's on the same team as AJ Lee. I would be extremely disappointed if the WWE does not play up the feud between AJ Lee and Caitlyn in that match. They kind of have to, because fans will be expecting it. But that's how we set up the Divas match. At least that's a match in Survivor Series. And Survivor Series, by the way. Traditional Survivor Series. Ryback versus Big Show. Big time match. This is a match that I would expect at WrestleMania. This was the match I was expecting at WrestleMania 29. We didn't get it, but we got it tonight. It was decent. I like the ending with Ryback picking up the Big Show and shell shocking him. That was impressive. That was very well done. Of course, Big Show kicked out because he's the Big Show. And he has to because he has a WWE Championship match at Survivor Series. So, okay. He beats Ryback, and I don't know what they're doing with Ryback. I don't care. But Big Show beats Ryback. Randy Orton comes out and pretty much gets speared by the Big Show. Ha! That was funny. We had 3MB backstage dressed up as cowboys, and their nicknames or their gimmick for tonight is the Rhinestone Cowboys. I'm serious. WWE, please get Drew McIntyre away from 3MB. This is bad. I'm sorry. And Florida Georgia line were the special guest people. Yay. I didn't care. So if you like them, cool. I didn't care all that much about them. Then we got the Real Americans versus Kofi Kingston and The Miz. Okay match. What really matters is The Miz turns heel. Yep. The Miz turned on Kofi Kingston, allowing, I think, Jack Swagger, yes, to get the ankle lock on him and make him tap out. Let's see where that leads. Maybe we'll get Miz versus Kofi Kingston at Survivor Series. You know what? I guess. Probably be the pre-show match, but I'm happy with The Miz being a heel again. I didn't think his babyface run went anywhere, and I think he shows a lot more fire, determination, and passion as a heel than he does as a face. Besides, he's just naturally unlikable. So The Miz as a heel works best for me personally. Let's see what happens with that in the near future. Then we got Vicky Guerrero versus AJ Lee. Before the match, Vicky Guerrero fainted backstage, and they found her on the floor. They put her in a stretcher, and before she got stretchered off, Stephanie McMahon came in and told them, send her to the ring because she's faking. She caught her pretty much. Okay, we get to the ring with Vicky Guerrero and AJ Lee. It was a short match. She got into the ring. Vicky Guerrero tried to run. AJ Lee chased her. She put her in the submission move, the octopus stretch. She put her in the Black Widow, made her tap out, and that was it. Yay! That's all we got for all that stuff. Okay, after this we get a Broadway Brawl match. First time ever between Dolph Ziggler and Damien Sandow. Pretty much, it's a hardcore match with musical country instruments. You know, guitars, drums, and all that kind of stuff. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match. I thought the match was actually very fun. I liked the ending with Dolph Ziggler hitting Damien Sandow over the head with the guitar and then doing a double J strut, the Jeff Jarrett strut. That was funny. What I hated about the match was the commentary. Michael Cole was getting these musical instruments all kinds of wrong. I don't know what he called the electric guitar, but it was something like a bass fiddle or something like that. I don't know what he called it. It was wrong. He called the keyboard an organ. Seriously? You don't know the difference between an organ and an electric keyboard? Where did you go to school at? How the fuck do you not know the difference between an organ and an electric freaking keyboard? Ziggler won. He won this match. The commentary just ruined it. I'm sorry. After this, we have John Cena come out telling the world that I'm hurt. Despite the fact being hurt, I'm still gonna fight at Survivor Series because I'm John Cena and this is what I do. Yeah. And Del Rio comes out and he pretty much tells Cena, "That's a nice speech, but now I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna take advantage of your injury." And then, it's a fake! It was fake the whole time, and he beats up Del Rio. Yay! And I still don't care about this match. Do you? Because I don't. Whatever. After this, we got, I believe it was R-Truth and Xavier Woods. Yes! R-Truth and Xavier Woods took on the Rhinestone Cowboys. I'm happy that Xavier Woods got his debut. As a matter of fact, Xavier Woods was the star of this match. If we're going to do R-Truth and Xavier Woods as a tag team, I am perfectly fine with that. It's a good platform to get Xavier Woods over, so I'll take that. They won, by the way. They beat the Rhinestone Cowboys in like 2 minutes, so yay. And then we got the freaking Florida Georgia Line performance that I just don't care about. What was the point of calling this Raw country? I didn't get the point of it being country. Why do we have a country Raw? Why can't we just make it a go-home show? There was no point, there was no benefit to having a Raw country. Except for the freaking, I guess for the freaking Broadway Raw. That's about it. There was no point in having a gimmick tonight. But y'all don't care about that. What you care about is the ending to Raw. Because, once again, guys, just like last week, the overall show was decent. It was okay, kind of lackluster. But the ending was amazing. We got the 12-man tag. The match that we wanted to see at Survivor Series. But WWE said, nah, we'll give it to you for free tonight on Raw. Okay, we're not complaining. I'm not going to complain about that. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, the Usos, Cody Rhodes, and Goldust taking on the Wyatt family and the Shield. Fantastic match. Great match. I love the tension that the Wyatts and the Shield have. Please, WWE, do whatever you can to hold off that match until WrestleMania. I do want to see the Wyatts and the Shield fight at some point in time. That has to happen. There was a spot in the match where I think it was Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Yes, it was the Wyatt family on the outside. And the Usos took a dive to the outside. Took them out. That was awesome. I think there was a spot where Cody Rhodes was going to do a disaster kick. And then Seth Rollins caught him and then tossed him into the ropes with a powerbomb. Pretty much the last 5 minutes where all this happened was the best part of the entire thing. That was just all out awesomeness. But CM Punk beat, was it Dean Ambrose? Yes, he beat Dean Ambrose with the Golden Sleeve and won the match for his team. Great match. Go watch it. It is definitely worth the viewership. But at the end of the match, we had the Real Americans come out to help the Wyatts and the Shield attack Daniel Bryan and the others. And then, booyaka, 619. My friend Preston lost his shit. Rey Mysterio comes back, makes the save for all of them, and the good guys standing tall inside the ring. A lovely image of Rey Mysterio, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, the Usos, Goldust, and Cody Rhodes standing tall. It is a great way to end the show. What a nice way to build into Survivor Series. Honestly, I'm a lot more excited about Survivor Series than I was before. Honestly. Now, the question still remains, as I said before. Now that we have a better card for Survivor Series, a much better card for Survivor Series, do you still think it is worth $50? Or at least worth the viewership? Let me know down below in the comment section or make a video response to what you do. But your boy Alyx will give you his answer in his preview video later on this week, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Please check out Wrestling Paradise this week for an episode of Wrestling Paradise. That's going to be awesome. And you will get Preston's reactions. Actually, I think he did a reaction video already. That should be up on Wrestling Paradise, so go check that out. But you'll get a more in-depth reaction to it this week on Wrestling Paradise. So check that out as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Other than that, this is your boy, Alyx signing off. Let's hope for a really solid pay-per-view this Sunday. Peace out.